Jen's in the kitchen stuffing her face with some cheese.
Yep.
She decided she wanted to snack like 2 seconds before we got on here. So she's in there stuffing her face.
I'm hungry.
Hey, Peter. How's it going? How's the weather over there today, Peter? It's finally warmed up. I don't know. I think it started warming up about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's been pretty chilly last couple days. Hi, Evelyn. How are you today?
I found a bell pepper to snack on.
Hi, Charlene. Evelyn said hi, Jen.
How's everybody doing?
Hi, Kim. We have been working on the cook trailer today. Finally got the metal all put on the outside of it and everything straightened up on the inside. Jen started working on the faucet and then we had to come in here. So,
and we've got to get something to plug the extra water lines that we're not going to be using.
Yeah, going to have a couple extra water lines and we'll have to figure out how to plug those. It's Julia, right?
Yeah, Julia. Yeah.
Hi, Julia. Snacking on blueberries.
Oh, yum.
I want some blue. I would rather have blueberries than a
bell pepper.
Bell pepper. Hey, James, how's it going?
I like my veggies.
Yeah, she's crazy. I like my veggies, but I got to cut bell pepper out of my diet, so she still feeds it to me all the time. She don't care.
No, I do not. There's only been like once or twice in the last like 4 months that I've made anything with bell pepper in it. I love bell pepper.
Glenn and Shannon, hello. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Well, I mean, it really don't make Friday don't just another day to us. It's Saturday, Sunday, it don't matter. So it's really not that big a deal to us.
It's Emily's Sunday. She works Saturday and Sunday, so it makes a little bit of a difference to her.
Evelyn, where are you at? Are you?
Hey, Kim.
No, I'm not. It's not Evelyn I'm thinking of. It's well, dadgum. I was thinking she was up by Tulsa, but it's not. It's Brenda that's up by Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
She said it turned out to be a beautiful day, and that's it sounds like our weather. So,
hey, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
She's in New Mexico, huh?
New Mexico, wow.
I have an aunt and uncle and a bunch of cousins that live near the Laguna.
Yeah, just on the west side of Albuquerque.
Yeah. They live right off I-40.
Yeah, Carol, them was some big trees we done. Yeah. What's there, Wiley's? What?
What?
You been drinking, Ford dude?
Yeah. Hey,
What's
technically
up?
It's like 5 o'clock where he's at. So, 5 o'clock somewhere. Evelyn knows where that is.
Yeah, sure enough.
They own a roofing company there.
So Ford dude, not a whole lot. Jen had me out there working.
Yep, I sure did.
Trying to get our little cook trailer all fixed up. And I think we got it now to where at least the insulation and stuff's going to be safe. It's not going to get all wet and moldy or anything. So it's all covered on the back. I mean, really, I think we've done a pretty good job.
I think so too.
It dang near dang near looks like factory back there. I mean, it's just we used a different kind of metal, but it looks good.
It's got that two-tone effect going on now.
Yeah. Although with my color blindness, it almost looks exactly the same color to me anyway. But
we let's see, what else do we have to do on it? It needs to be cleaned up. We did notice when we tore that back wall apart, though, that it was pretty rotted. So we kind of reinforced it a little bit, ghetto redneck style.
You've been. No, you're probably going. Are you? What we done today, is that going to go on the video before you release it?
Probably. So I started doing a video, and then by the time I cut all the fluff out of it, it ended up being like 2 minutes long. So
she's going to have to add some to it. So
can't grow blueberries here, so when Aldi's has them on sale, yeah.
Yeah, we love Aldi's whenever it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, Julia, that's why Wiley has to quit eating bell pepper, because it doesn't agree with him anymore.
Yeah,
either.
yeah, it messes my stomach up.
But I made a hot sauce out of, what were they? Hatch chilies. So I made like a green chili sauce, and I fermented it for a couple of weeks, and it turned out really good.
Guys,
So
I'm going to tell you something. That is some of the best stuff I've ever. That is better. I'm not a big hot sauce person. I like salsa, but I'm not a big hot sauce person. And this is kind of a cross between salsa and hot sauce, I would say.
It's not chunky at all.
But it's not really as fine as hot sauce either.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a cross. And, man, it is so good.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony. I was just talking to you.
Yeah, we saw the notification for your video, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, we was getting ready for the live, so I have to cover mine with a net or the mockingbirds will eat every one of them. Yeah.
I've tried to grow blueberries for the past, 3 or 4 years. I have yet to be successful.
Yeah, we haven't got them to grow any. They just die.
The thing is that we haven't, put in... I think we have the wrong kind of soil, because I think they prefer an acidic soil, or maybe it's the other way around. And
I think they prefer it, if I remember right, because we had to add some stuff we was hoping would make it more acidic.
So our soil just was awful. Last year, I just put it in a pot and tried to grow them in there, but we ran out of potting soil, and I ended up having to use some of our native dirt, and I'm not sure it's going to come back this year. All the leaves fell off of it, and it's just a stick sticking out of the pot, and so I'm really hoping that it'll come back to life.
Which it's like grapes and stuff. I mean, I think they pretty much do that anyway whenever they go dormant.
Yeah.
Watching Pro Mod drag racing.
It's
Rain in the cold, no motivation. Yeah, that's the way it was yesterday here. Oh, man.
It started sleeting yesterday. We did not expect sleet at all.
Wrong soul here in his soil. Been too hot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yesterday, I didn't even expect it to rain yesterday. Otherwise, I'd have left my truck and trailer up at the end of the driveway, and I pulled my truck down in here. So we've got a pretty long driveway, and it's kind of curvy, and I pulled it all the way down in here, so I have to back it all the way out, and you're not going to do that with wet driveway. And I couldn't even go anywhere. I might be able to get out now, but for the most part today, it was not. I wasn't even getting out. Lots of U-pick blueberry farms around here. Larry, where are you at? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know if we've asked before, but where are you? I worked my way today.
I feel like you said you had a long day Wednesday too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Glenn. In case you didn't know, I was talking to you.
That'd be pretty cool. We used to have a lot of the blackberry farms around here that was the U-pick. you go in and pick. You pay like $5 to go in and just pick as many as you want.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And
they have these they have these like little, I don't know, it's almost like one of those paintbrush cup things with the handle.
Oh, Larry's in Florida.
But it's got like teeth on it, so that you just like scoop up the blueberry bush or whatever, and you just kind of like for picking small berries. Yeah. So it's got kind of teeth on the end of it, and you just scoop, and then it fills up your little cup. I don't know if it's for blueberries, or I saw them do it with some sort of berries, but that's what I'd take with us and just get as many blueberries as I could. A couple of years ago, we had the food bank had gotten in a huge shipment of blueberries, and they called us because we used to feed our pigs a lot of the produce and stuff that was going bad. And so I went through and I picked out all the blueberries that were still good. And
hey, Patrick,
I canned a whole bunch of them. So we have a bunch of canned like blueberry pie filling.
Well, you're not too late, Patrick. We ain't been on here very long. So, now that there's quite a few people in here, I wanted to tell you guys.
Sorry, you're not feeling good, Kim.
A bunch of my friends is getting together, and so I've already got a couple of friends that's donated a bunch of hay, and we've got some people up in, what did I say? Bristow, maybe? Wagner. Up in Wagner, Oklahoma, that's donating 300 bales of hay. And so we're putting together a convoy. We're going to be loading hay up and going out to western Oklahoma to, give some of the farmers out there that's went through all these wildfires some relief. Trying to put everything together by next Saturday. Next Saturday morning, we're going to be headed to western Oklahoma with a load of hay. I'll probably just put what I can on my 30-foot gooseneck, and we've got a lot of people. I mean, I've already got one full truckload for sure. One of my friends' boss is donating the truck and trailer and the fuel, and then one of my other friends is donating a load of hay, and then we've got quite a few other people that's donated hay around here, and then, like I said, 300 bales up in Wagner, Oklahoma. So, if anybody knows anybody that's around Oklahoma and would be interested in hauling some hay to western Oklahoma, let me know. So, it's really just kind of a group effort between a whole bunch of friends. One of my really good friends, Connor, he done it back in 2017, whenever this all happened.
You didn't tell. I mean, maybe nobody knows why. Like, why?
Oh yeah,
a little bit of a backstory.
If you don't know all that, guys, or don't know about it for the last week?
I think so. I don't know.
We've had some major wildfires out in western Oklahoma. So, a lot of the farmers and stuff out there have lost everything. They've lost. They don't have. There's no grass to feed their animals. There's no, they need some relief out there, and so we're putting together a convoy to take hay out for the animals and stuff out there.
I want to say I saw something today that was I don't know if it was included Texas and Oklahoma, but they're saying that like 150,000 cattle have died from the wildfire, or
really,
or maybe it was even more than that.
Yeah, Evelyn, actually, so is what we're doing is we're going to western Oklahoma.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thanks. We're going to be going to western Oklahoma and meeting at a central place out there, and I think some of the hay will probably go on over into Texas. Some of it will be going up into the Panhandle. There's so much out there. It's going to take a lot, and we're going to do what we can. I know, in the grand scheme of things, what we put together probably ain't going to be a whole lot, but I hope we can at least help make a little dent somewhere.
Right. We personally don't have any hay, but we do have a truck and trailer, so we will be loading down our truck and trailer and hauling that. So 300 bales of hay, or is it bales or rounds?
Round bales. Yeah, round bales.
That's going to be a lot of trips.
Yeah.
Unless you have a lot of trucks. Because how many round bales do you reckon you could fit
on
our
honestly,
trailer?
I can't, on our trailer, probably 10, maybe 12. Maybe 14, 16, but I don't think I'd want to go any more than probably, me personally, I don't think I'd want to haul any more than 12. Just because I don't want to put that much weight on the truck and stuff. I mean, other trucks, of course, we're talking everybody else is pretty much semis. I mean, I know there's other people that's going to have some goosenecks and stuff too.
Wow, but, Jody, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jody. I know there's other people going to have some goosenecks and stuff too, but for the most part, it's going to be semis. And I don't know. I don't remember. I used to haul it out of North Dakota back down into Texas, and I can't remember how many. I think we got 40, probably close to 40 bales on a semi truck. So
dang,
yeah,
that's still a lot of. I mean, even if you can put 40 bales on one truck, you're still looking
10.
At
well,
still looking at a lot of trucks.
Yeah.
If you have a hay trailer, I know they'll haul a bunch. No, we don't.
No, we just got a flatbed gooseneck. Tony, a bale of hay, if it's baled right,
hey, Jan.
You're looking at in between, 1,000 to 1,300 pounds on a round bale.
They're pretty heavy. And one of our friends, he wraps his really tight. It's really hard. We had bought some hay from him when our cows were still here, and we wouldn't throw the whole bale in with the cows. We'd just kind of give them some here and there, and it was hard to get the hay off of that round bale.
I want to say most bales are about 900 pounds, right, give or take a little bit. But if they're tight bales, then yeah, they can get up to 1,400 pounds. And that's what I want to try to stay at 10 or 12,000 pounds. That way I'm not working my truck too hard and, all that stuff. But, able
luckily
to help.
Luckily it's pretty flat between here and there.
So. Fairly, yeah.
You might have some slow grades, but they're not. There's nothing steep.
No big mountains or nothing, no, for sure.
Yeah. The other day we were hauling some of those IBC totes home from Oklahoma City, and the transmission on the truck started overheating.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to figure that out. Wiley thinks it's because he doesn't have because the bumper's so big on the front. He thinks his cooler for his radiator, for what do you call it?
The transmission cooler.
Yeah, the transmission cooler isn't getting enough air.
Yeah.
This is why I don't explain things on his videos, because I can understand what he's talking about, and I know it's like that thing right there or that thing right there, but I don't know the names of things. Everything is just that thingy. So.
Yeah, James, of course we're talking about round bales, so yeah. I don't know if you can. Yeah.
He wants to know how many will fit on his 18-foot trailer, you think? It'd be awesome to have you come along, Tony. Oh, Jan, I'm jealous.
You could probably get 5 or 6 on a 18-foot trailer, Tony. That'd be double. It'd be 3 on the bottom and 2 on top. You might be able to get more, but I would say that's probably a pretty darn good shot. About to score a bunch of mineral buckets for free. Woohoo! Wow, Jan.
Like
we need some of them too. Yeah, no kidding.
Except now we have a bunch of these IBC totes, so I think I'm just going to cut them in half and turn them into like hugelkultur beds.
Send some square bales, they build character. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, she said that she can bring us some at the Oklahoma meetup.
Oh, woohoo!
Oh, but I don't.
Heck yeah.
I'm not 100% sure we can make it. We're going to try. But that's right about the time we're moving, and that's going to be tough.
I'm sure we'll at least be able to stop in for a few hours.
You've got my number. Keep in touch.
Hi, Rochelle.
I don't know how many of them you'd be able to fit in the backseat of your car.
Send some square bales. That'd be good. Yeah, most of it around here, most everybody round bales around here. The square bales are, you know, I guess for smaller operations or whatever. I don't know why, but most of them's all round bales around here.
Larry said Ram Air Wiley for the intercooler.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to just move the cooler up to where it's not down behind the bumper, or build some kind of a, air dam that's going to push air down to it. I don't know yet, but I've definitely got to do something. I know because that day was pretty. I think it was close to 80 degrees that day.
It was like 85. It was
so
warm.
That was a warm day. So I know before the weather warms up good, we're definitely going to have to do something.
Carol is asking if Kelly and Sean had to evacuate because of the fires in their area. I'm not sure. I haven't
even heard of any fires up in that part.
I know we had some fires like all over the place.
I knew northwest, but I didn't know northeast got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think I don't know. When I looked on the news, but that was a couple days ago. It showed a whole bunch of spot fires all over the state, really. But western Oklahoma got hit really bad. Jan just texted Sean. Do you have Sean's phone number?
Not sure.
I think you do.
I think I do.
I'm not sure. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Carol. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to make Jen go along with me, and we're going to see how much of the convoy we can actually get on video, and make a little video about it. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Or do live stream. Like, what do you guys think? Y'all think we should do a live stream like all day Saturday, or do you think that we should?
Me running in my little truck with all them big trucks is going to be kind of embarrassing.
Well, of course.
I might not even be able to keep up with them big trucks.
If you guys know anything about Wiley's truck, it's really loud, and so live streams don't. I don't know. Some people say the loud truck hurts their ears and they can't watch, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I know that when we did our live stream to go save Junk to Gems, like, we had a lot of people hanging out with us for most of the day, and it was awesome. Most places are doing round bales now. When I was doing square bales was the late 70s, 80s. Bucking bales was how we bought stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Petra said live stream.
And I don't know how much. Do we have service all the way there? I mean, is there a lot of.
I think as long as we're on I-40, we will. I'm not sure about once we get off I-40. I know pretty much you get signal in that area, but there's probably quite a few dead spots too where you're driving. So I don't know how that would work.
We've got some mics. We'll have to see how they work.
Yeah.
I don't know how sound deadening they are.
Yeah, sound deadening mics is what we need really bad, and we don't have any. Actually, I've got my headset. We ought to try it.
Yeah, but then that's just. Well, I guess you don't have to hear.
Well, just lay it down. Yeah, just lay it down in between us there, and
we could probably do that.
Yeah.
I bucked many bales in my teens.
Jan said do it live.
I didn't grow up in farm country, so fortunately I never had to buck hay.
I haven't done a ton of it, but I've done enough to know I don't want to do it anymore.
He's also worked at a feed store where he had to throw 50-pound bags of food.
Hey, George.
Howdy, George.
Hi, Mike. It's Mike, ain't it? Am I crazy?
Second act?
Yeah. I don't remember now. Yeah.
I think so.
Anyway.
Another Mike. Correct us if we're wrong.
A very hot job, yes. That's
out in the dead sun, in the heat of the summer.
Yeah.
Working your tail to the bone from daylight till dusk.
Hey, Tim. Yeah. Actually, that's what we was just talking about, Tim. We are donating the truck and trailer to haul round bales of hay to western Oklahoma for the relief out there for some of the farms. That's going to be next weekend. and we've a whole bunch of my friends. I've been in the trucking industry all my life, and I've got a lot of friends that's going to have trucks.
Hey, Jamie, for sure go live. Well, I mean, we could do a live, and if people don't want to listen, they don't have to.
Yeah.
So
So we've got a lot of hay that's already been donated. We've got quite a few trucks that's already been donated. So we will be doing a convoy on Saturday, next Saturday, a week from now on Saturday. We'll be doing a convoy out to western Oklahoma, hauling hay out there. So
y'all, I know you can't spill the beans, Jamie, but y'all get a lot done today. Splitting wood is what I had to do a lot of when I was growing up. My dad, he was a contractor, so he did a lot of remodels and like custom woodwork stuff on higher end houses. And then he had a firewood business too. And so all summer we would buck firewood and split it and help him haul it and all that jazz. And then in the wintertime he'd sell it, and then he'd do remodeling and contractor work in the winter.
So Tim, it looks like the consensus is everybody wants us to do a live stream, so that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
I really don't know how we could do it, but I would really like to get, maybe get ahead of everybody and get pulled over and show the convoy going by, or I don't know. We'll just have to see how that works out for us. But is Sean missing?
Well, people were wondering if they had to evacuate because of all the fires we've had in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't sure. 1.1 plus million acres have burnt in Texas Panhandle, and 86% of the cattle industry is in the Panhandle.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely know that the cattle industry is in the Panhandle of Texas because when you drive through, it smells like cow poo. It's not a pleasant drive through the Panhandle of Texas.
I had to bale hay up in the snow uphill both ways.
I'm calling BS on that.
Flat Creek Lodge. Hello.
Howdy.
That is a new name.
Yes, welcome. That's what our I don't know, I guess we were just blessed with servants' hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because sometimes it puts us in a bind, but hey, whatever.
Yeah.
And this is all put together by a friend of mine, Connor Fernanovich, here in Tecumseh, Oklahoma. I want to. It's really just kind of everybody got together and done it, but Connor's kind of the ramrod right now, I guess.
He's the one who first.
Yeah, he's the one who put it out on Facebook and, letting everybody know about it. So, I got to give credit where credit is due. It was not me that put it together.
McKevin, the boys are pretty well rested, but I don't think any of us are ready for the move.
Yeah, nobody's ready for the move.
We're ready to be moved. I say this all the time. We're ready to be moved, just not the whole getting moved.
Yeah, I'm ready to be moved, but not ready to move. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good, Jan. I haven't heard of any major fires up in that area.
I haven't either. But I know that when I was watching the news the other day, there was spot fires like all over the state. It was crazy how many little red dots were on the map. But Flat Creek Lodge, where are you at? I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly, but what state or country?
Wow, Judy. Holy cow.
Dang it.
Oh, man, that sucks.
That would be awful, Glenn.
Yeah, no kidding.
We have, we do our own firewood, so for our wood stove, and we've gotten pretty good at cutting it just the right length.
Yeah.
So
actually,
we come across a piece that's too long.
So actually, we've got a 16-inch chainsaw. I think it's a 16-inch bar on the chainsaw.
I'm not sure.
And that's what I told Mikey whenever he's cutting the wood, to use the bar on the chainsaw, to know how long to cut it. And it works out perfect.
That works out great.
hard to find, especially in North Carolina. Wow. So
have you been looking for it?
So here's the thing: you can order it all day long online, but you're going to pay.
The coffee creamer, I don't know. I know you can get the coffee because coffee creamer has to be refrigerated. So.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the creamer, but anyway, yeah, the coffee itself is $14-15 a bag online. We get it at our local grocery store for less than $4. I've told Jen multiple times I need to go buy the grocery store out every time they get a shipment, bring it home and post it online to sell it, because it is literally bringing triple the money online than we can buy it here at our local grocery store.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, we're really going to be sad when we have to live without it. I tried making our own coffee creamer the other day. I used the recipe I called for. First, I made our own sweetened condensed milk.
She failed.
It wasn't awful. It just wasn't nearly as good as other stuff.
It really wasn't awful. I mean, it was really, it was just basically like using evaporated? No.
Sweetened
condensed milk. That's what you turned it into.
I made sweetened condensed milk, and then I added milk and heavy whipping cream to it, and then vanilla and some, actually I didn't add the other flavor. We have some coffee syrups that I bought because I had intended on making our own coffee creamer, but it just didn't turn out as good.
If it was a have-to thing, I'd be okay with it, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah. It wasn't that wide awake coffee creamer,
yeah, no.
For sure. But I can promise you it didn't have nearly as much bad stuff in it.
Yeah,
as
no.
the coffee creamer does. Oh, Rochelle said she made pumpkin spice coffee creamer in the fall.
And I'll be honest, I think also one of my problems is I was using way too much. I shouldn't have used, because it was just way too...
It was very sweet.
Yeah. So I think that was one of my problems.
We could probably add some more milk to it and kind of thin it out a little bit.
Maybe.
Yep. But it was like, I don't know, when I made the sweetened condensed milk, it had me add butter at the end. And like...
Well, butter is a good alternative for creamer.
Yeah. Right.
I've been out of creamer before and used butter. As just butter as creamer. And it works great.
Yeah. Heavy whipping cream, yes. The recipe had called for half and half, but I didn't have any of that. I had milk and heavy whipping cream, so I made my own half and half.
Oh, did Rachel, did she video that? I guess she must have videoed it, because Jan said that she watched the video.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll have to check that out then.
Yeah. Jan said it's a pain in the back to move, but it's so worth the effort. I'm to the point where I'm tired of going through stuff. I think we're just going to lock up the house and just head out.
Yeah.
And then people are going to come over and be like, dang, it looks like y'all were just here yesterday. Jan's a hazelnut fan.
I am not. I don't like a lot of the flavored creamers, but that Italian sweet cream is, man, it is so good.
So good.
Watching the video.
Well, good luck finding it.
Good luck, because it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
There's times that we go to the local grocery store and they're out, or whatever, we'll have to buy a different brand, but try to find the Italian sweet cream, or there's none of the rest of them that even compare. I don't know how you could get Italian sweet cream so different, but it's definitely much better with the wide awake.
It's the chemical and the artificial flavoring that they put in it. Glenn said, I missed something. Have you tried freeze drying evaporated milk? No. And Larry asked if I had tried pre-freezing the milk before I put it in the freeze dryer. No, I did not, because the freezer that I would use for that just went out, and we're not going to replace it because we're moving. And we won't have a use for a big freezer when we move.
Well, thank you so much, Julia.
So, yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
So generally, I would pre-freeze things before we put it in the freeze dryer, but that didn't happen with the milk.
Oh, Jan said it was someone else's video.
Oh.
No.
That'd be awesome if a whole bunch of people got together.
Yeah, right.
It may not make a world of a difference, but it might make a difference in someone's world.
Yeah, right. I'm weird. I put a sprinkle of salt in my coffee. Really?
The coffee creamer that I made asked for a little bit of salt.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be darned. I've never. I mean, I'm sure because I never bought anything but salted butter. So, like I said, I've used the butter so I'm sure that's a little bit of salt in there too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Salt takes the bitterness out.
No kidding. Huh.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I know that salt often cuts the sweet too. So if you put too much sugar in something, you can often add a little bit of salt and it'll cut the sweetness out of it.
That ain't weird.
What's weird is sprinkling the salt on your toes.
Mom does salt in hers. Praying for excellent results. Makes me wish I was still driving and hauling. Well, thank you so much, Julia. We'll see. If I'm not sure if you and I are friends on Facebook or what, but just send them my way, give them my email, whatever you need to do.
If you want to find him on Facebook, it's Wiley Paul. And did you update your logo on Facebook to the same one as your YouTube channel?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. I ditched Facebook about 6 months ago.
Jan said she lost her wrench. Well, you shouldn't do that, Jan.
What the heck? Oh, did you have one on here, or was it on our other channel, Jan?
I used creamer and sugar for years. Found out it's a lot better black if you have good color.
Should I make Jan a moderator or put her in timeout?
I think Jan needs to be put in timeout. No, you are correct. It does have a lot to do with the coffee. If you get the right coffee, you really don't need it. But Jen has me kind of hooked on this Italian sweet cream, and I just really enjoy the flavor of it anyway. So, and that's the thing about it is I was reading a deal on coffee here a while back, and so they say that like a dark roast coffee is actually
probably James. Probably.
They've burnt the coffee. So when they was roasting it, they burn it and they just call it dark roast and sell it anyway. So whenever you start playing around with your dark roast and your light roast and all that stuff, they say that it's not, that's all to do with the way that they roasted it and they overcooked it is the reason they had to sell it as a dark roast. I don't know how true all that is, but yeah.
Orange toes. Huh.
Went to the podiatrist.
I add sugar and replace the coffee with tea, and it tastes just like sweet tea. Oh, that's one way to put it.
That's what I've got right now.
After this live stream, we're going to go over and hang out with our neighbors tonight.
Yeah. It's wine night tonight.
Yep. We say wine night, but nobody ever drinks wine. I'm going to make some grilled pork chops and mashed potatoes and sauteed cabbage, and it's going to be so good.
Are you good? So I can go do my thing whenever?
What do you got to do?
I'm sure I can find something. If you're going to make all this, then I'll just go find my stuff.
Do you trust me to make your mashed potatoes?
No, but you said you was going to.
Well, then you can make my mashed potatoes. A craft beer is so much better tasting than that horse pee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've made my own beer before. I'm not even a beer drinker. But I've made beer before. It wasn't really that hard. Time consuming, yes. Hard, no.
Flat Creek Lodge said that hot black coffee is the best, but definitely want to try the Italian sweet cream. Also, he's Italian too, so
Yeah,
right.
A match made in heaven.
I want good, strong coffee without it being bitter, and that's the problem. I mean, it's hard to find good coffee anymore. Now, my brother started grinding his own coffee. Shoot, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years ago. And for Christmas one year, I wanted to do something special for him. So I done a bunch of research and was trying to find whole coffee beans. And I found on Amazon, it's a place out of Washington, and it's called Darn Good Coffee. That's the name of it. It's Darn Good Coffee. And I bought him like a 5-pound bag of that coffee, and he has it on... What do you call it? Where
Auto-pay or
they send it to him automatically. They send him a 5-pound bag automatically off Amazon every 2 weeks. And it's been like that for the last 10 years. It is darn good coffee, guys.
He's a lifelong customer. I saw a cook adding salt to the coffee when I was in the Army. I was like, what the heck are you doing? He said, man, you couldn't drink this without salt added to it.
Going to start brewing my own beer. Some of those home brew setups are really cool. Dude, I seen, I don't even know why it ever popped up on my freaking Facebook the other day, but there's I don't even remember what the name of it is now, but it's a company that builds steels. Oh my God, I want one so bad.
He doesn't even drink.
But I want one so bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
James said he made fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy for dinner last night. Oh, that sounds so good. Black bean tea is coffee. Order that at a restaurant. Rochelle gets the Kirkland beans. Kirkland is Costco, isn't it? I think Kirkland is Costco.
Yeah, I've never bought whole beans and ground them myself, so I don't know. Other than sending my brother those that time.
I have, but I don't remember what kind it was.
Other than, and going to his house, of course, I drink that coffee, and it is really good.
Once my new shop is finished, I'm going to start brewing my own beer. Yeah, I don't know. It was probably 10, 15 years ago when I did it, and it was, I just got, I think it was $100, spent about $100 on the kit, and it came with like a 5-gallon jug, like one of those big glass jugs. And then it came with like the racking cane and the hose and the plug thingy with the little thingy that you put on top, for fermenting that lets the air out but doesn't let bugs in.
Diana Foster said you should have a creamer contest at Meetup in Maine.
We'll get everybody hooked on that Italian sweet cream, and then they won't be able to find it anywhere.
It'd be a new toy for me, for sure.
Amish coffee is really good. I bet it is.
Yes, Costco.
Anything I've ever had made by the Amish was good.
So he grinds the beans fresh every morning. We use a French press and drink it black. We use our French press. That's the only thing. I'm totally addicted to the French press.
Mm-hmm. We had 2 glass ones. We had a small one, and then we had a larger one that was like 32 ounces. I think we probably had like a 16 and a 32-ounce one. And through our travels and whatnot, they've both gotten broken. One time, the bigger one was sitting on the edge of the counter, and it just got knocked off and shattered. So I bought a stainless steel one that's insulated off of Amazon. I think it was about $30. And it was well worth it. Because you could run that thing over, and it would probably still be okay.
Yeah,
And it's insulated. I can make it... It's enough for each of us to have a cup of coffee, and I don't know, it keeps the coffee hot for about 2 hours, I think. So.
Yeah, I'd say really close to 2 hours, yeah. They've got an insulated stainless.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was well worth it. It's a coffee pot we'll never have to replace.
The glass ones, I really liked them, but, Jen would get up early sometimes and make coffee, and I would sleep in a little bit, and by the time I got up, the coffee would be cold. So I'd have to pour it out and start over.
15 minutes after you put coffee in the glass when it would get cold.
Yeah.
Red wine and barbecue pork sliders, potato salad, baked beans, baby green salad with tomatoes, avocado, and my cowboy coffee cake for dessert. Oh my gosh. You're making me drool on myself.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm in Georgia, so I might have to reheat it, but that'd be okay anytime I hear fried chicken. Apple rind beer, crock pot years ago. In a grainy vinegar concoction. Cheaper to buy it. I've only made it twice, and I didn't, like, sometimes they call it skunk beer when it goes bad, and generally that's because you didn't sterilize your equipment good enough. At least in my research, and then I also made mead a few years ago. Wiley had brought home a tree with a beehive in it from a job that they had done, and so I boiled all the honeycomb down after I had gotten the honey out of it, and I had done that so that I could render the beeswax, and I was like, this is still good stuff, like, what do I do with it? And then I learned I could make mead with it, and we actually still have a mason jar full in the fridge.
Did we ever even try to drink any of it?
I don't remember if we did or not.
I don't either.
It sat for like a year, and then I was like, oh yeah.
Glenn's making chicken fried rice on the Blackstone. Ford dude, you're absolutely right. Straight out of the fridge is just fine. Except Jen has a bad habit about having the kids. When the kids put away dinner, she has a bad habit about having them put it in Ziploc bags and put it in the fridge. And, there's some of that kind of stuff that, it draws moisture and it kind of messes up the good stuff on the outside.
He's like, go get it. Let's watch you drink it. To be honest, we have several jars of stuff in the fridge that aren't labeled, and so I don't remember which jar it is. So we might open some that are moonshine, or mead, or elderberry syrup.
Yeah, there's no telling.
Yeah.
I think you've still got 2 or 3 of those bigger jugs out in the shed that's full of mead.
Maybe.
I think you do.
Maybe. Honey, I'm home. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. And hi, Dot. I forgot Jen was talking,
Dot.
and I forgot to say hi to you when you come in a while ago. And don't worry about it. You ain't missed nothing. So.
Long story short, we've been working on our food trailer today. The one that we got from Sheila Tubbs, and it's coming along nicely.
Yep.
I'm going to need to get some good degreaser, though, and scrub the crap out of it, because when you deep fry stuff, it's just bound to happen. There's just going to be sticky grease everywhere.
And Sheila said that one time she was cooking and forgot to drain the deep fryer, so then took off down the road, and the grease all splashed everywhere, so it made a mess. You can put it in a Ziploc. Just put a paper towel in there with it. Oh,
and it would probably help if they waited till it cooled off first. But generally, we make them do their chores right after dinner. And so one of them will usually have the responsibility of cleaning the table off, and that includes putting dinner away. And then someone will clean the kitchen, and the other person will do dishes.
Yeah.
And they rotate.
And they put it straight in out of the pan, hot, and throw it in the fridge. Yeah. So, of course, it's going to...
They're still in training.
Yeah.
And I'm not the greatest delegator. Ooh, apple pie shine should be done today. Maybe an interesting night.
So are you talking about our cook trailer, Ford dude? It is a 14-foot. It was a travel trailer, RV trailer, that was converted into a cook trailer. And, it's nothing huge, but it has all the amenities we're going to need.
Lily's doing sign language through the window.
Standing outside the window, signing to her mom, trying to tell her something. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go see what she wants. I'll be right back.
So, like I said, it was an RV. So the back end of it is a bathroom with a shower, and then a big closet, and then the rest of it is turned into a cook trailer. It's got two. It's got a big double deep fryer. It's got a pretty good size, probably I'm going to say 30-inch, something like that griddle. It's got a 3-burner, griddle on it. It's pretty nice setup. I mean, it's not no $100,000 trailer, but it's going to do exactly what we need, and it's a really nice little setup. Small enough to move around easy, but big enough to do what you need it to do. Yeah. The only problem that I see is there's not enough room in it because it's got a refrigerator and a freezer in it also. So there's not enough room in it for, like me and Jen both to be in there cooking. So it's whoever's cooking, there's going to be one person cooking. That's pretty much all there is to it. Hi, DJ. I'm waiting to see a video on the cook trailer. So, Glenn, I don't know if you heard you was in here whenever we was talking about it earlier or not, but she's edited the video on the cook trailer today, and by the time she got rid of all the fluff, it's like a minute and a half long. So we videoed what we done today, so she's gonna be adding more to it before she posts that video. That's what it's.
There are multiple things with what you just said.
What?
It's a food trailer.
What'd I say?
You said cook trailer. It's a food trailer, and fluff. That's insulation.
Go home. Yeah, I can't wait to get to use that griddle. I have been wanting a griddle for a long time, and I cannot wait to get that thing fired up and get to use it.
We've got a small one on the stove, but it's only like this wide.
Yeah.
On our kitchen stove.
So
and it's really awesome. It's just not big enough to do anything.
Yeah, it's not big enough at all.
You can make a few grilled cheese sandwiches at once, but that's about it.
Good excuse to show up late to let Jen cook. Yeah.
You can cook an entire breakfast pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, because right now, I mean, we've got a big family, so when we cook, we have to cook a lot of food. And you just can't have tiny cookware.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. So in the trailer, it's got a little small, it's probably about that long, 2-burner propane stove. And, I mean, one of our cast iron skillets would cover the whole stove.
Yeah, you'll have to turn both burners on and use one pan.
Yeah. So we're also going to have kind of an outdoor kitchen area.
We'll have the smoker, and then we'll have a barbecue grill, kind of like what we used when we were, I don't know, when we've camped there. We just used the cinder blocks or whatever and made a fireplace thing.
But the cook trailer is definitely going to be used a lot because on rainy days, cold days, whatever, it's it's kind of hard to cook outside. So
and days when I don't feel like building a fire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've also got, like you said, the griddle or the grill, the smoker, and all that stuff. But you're going to have to run a generator to do that. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty much the only downside to having a Traeger is that you have to have electricity to use it. And when you're smoking something on the Traeger, usually it's an all-day thing. It's not. I mean, I'm going to cook pork chops on it tonight, and it won't be a big deal, but it's not like a barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing about that is, James, I've never met anybody in my life like this woman right here. She won't eat pancakes. You have to make waffles.
I don't know what the difference is, y'all. But, I will, he says it like I won't eat pancakes. I will if it's my only option. But like I would rather eat leftovers than eat pancakes. I'm just not a fan.
You're a weirdo. Even at the store yesterday, we went grocery shopping yesterday. And at the end of the very last thing, right before I go to the counter, I look over and I see what are they, Hungry Jack?
Yeah.
Pancake pre-made boxes of pancake stuff.
Bye, Patrick.
Bye, Patrick. Thanks for coming by. Anyway, they was on sale for like $2 a box. And so I said, grab a couple of those. And they said pancake mix, so she didn't want to grab them. She didn't want them.
Sometimes there's pancake and waffle mix. And I'm pretty sure that what we've been buying lately has been waffle mix, not pancake mix, but...
Pancake and waffle.
Yeah, well, this just says pancake on it, so it's probably going to be different.
Love you, Jan. We'll see you later. Pancakes are dry, in my opinion.
Helen likes French toast. Ooh, I like French toast.
Oh, yeah,
I like
French
toast. It's been a really
toast.
long time since we've had French toast.
Yes, it has. By the way, guys, if y'all didn't notice it, see my fancy hat?
Yeah, thanks, Jody.
Jody Young sent me a hat, and it is awesome. I love it. She actually sent me two. I couldn't decide which one to wear tonight, but I wore this one and kept this one with me so I could show y'all. Thank you, Jody.
French toast is the bomb, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, if French toast is such a bomb, why don't you ever cook it for me?
Because I don't think about it.
Why would we cook it? Wouldn't it explode?
What?
If it was a bomb, it would...
Shush.
Go home, Emily.
I'm just
She's
telling
such a smart aleck.
Hi, Helen.
I'm gonna let everyone know it's my fault that the price of meat went up in 2021 and hasn't come back down. I bought an electric smoker in 2021 and meat went
Through the roof. Yeah,
Yes.
that's about right. I've got a Traeger, and I absolutely love that thing. I've had it for close to 10 years now, and honestly, the little
tea, yes, absolutely.
so the little, you got your grill that you put everything on, and then there's a little flat plate that goes underneath it. I don't even know what it's called, but it's rotted completely, gone almost. I have got to replace that thing, but we still use it every day, almost. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah. We've upgraded all the other parts.
yeah. While we was doing the Amazon Vine reviews, everything to rebuild that thing come up on that Amazon Vine thing. So I ordered it all. Every time I seen something for it, and I completely rebuilt it here a while back. Everything on it's brand new except that stupid plate, and I've got to buy one of those really bad.
Yeah.
What?
T said, "Take it back, Glenn." Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, our little local grocery store down here, they have really good deals. Usually there's something like right now. I mean, and it's not the best, but right now they've got the chicken breasts, wasn't it? No,
Chicken thighs.
chicken thighs for 88 cents a pound. But a lot of times they have pork and beef and different stuff.
We spent $150, less than $150, and bought 240 pounds of meat for the meetup in May. So we've got 15 boxes of ribs, I think. Was it
Something like that.
15 racks of ribs, maybe?
Yeah, 15 racks of I think it was 15 or 16 racks of ribs.
And then 120 pounds of chicken, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But we got 240 pounds of meat for less than $150.
Yeah.
The chicken leg and thigh quarters were on sale for 39 cents a pound. So we stocked up.
So the Oklahoma Joes and the Pit Boss, they're pretty much all the same. The Pit Boss, the Oklahoma Joes, the Traeger, I mean, I don't see a difference between them. Mine's a Traeger. It's a pellet smoker. That's what it is. But Oklahoma Joes, they're awesome too. And so is the Pit Boss.
Rob built our first smoker out of an old propane tank that my dad had. Then my mom gave me my grandparents' electric one. Rob's on the hunt for a smoker grill combo.
So I don't know what you would actually consider this Traeger. I know it's a smoker, but we grill stuff on it all the time, and it works both ways. Pellets, I absolutely love that thing.
Man, if we could buy prime rib for everybody, we most definitely would. We can't even buy prime rib for ourselves.
Larry said to put a big note on the refrigerator: French toast for breakfast.
Yes, yes.
But I don't know what the heck is going on, guys. So we went, there for a while whenever, the big C word was going around and all the crap. Eggs got up to like $25 for 5 dozen. And we went to the store, I don't know what's been 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh.
Well, 2 or 3 months ago, you could buy the same 5 dozen for like $4.99.
Yeah.
And now they're back up to $20 for 5 dozen deal of eggs again. Why is the eggs all went back up like that again? For no reason that I've seen.
Of course,
Of course, yeah, I can tell you
news
why.
out there we haven't paid attention
It's
to.
your fault because you got rid of all of our chickens. That's why.
Yeah, but we're going to be moving next to Jeff, and he's got plenty of eggs. I'll share
Hygiene.
the French toast.
What I said, I'd never own a pellet grill, but I do like the Pit Boss. It's a pain to clean, but it works well. Yeah, that's the Traeger. I would have never. I don't. So back when I had my trucking company, it was bought for me for Christmas. And I would have, there's no way I would have ever went and paid $800 for a freaking pellet grill. I just not going to happen. But it was bought for me for Christmas, and I'll tell you, I love it. I don't know that I would ever go buy another one, but I love that pellet
Roy
grill.
said Country Road Care's going live.
Oh, yeah,
forgot.
I didn't even see it's
didn't even realize what time
5:01.
it was,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't realize it either.
Rochelle said that it's $5 for 18 eggs here. Yeah, it was $5.99 I think for an 18 pack, or we got 2.5 dozen for $10.
$9.99. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's still super high.
Yeah, guys, I wasn't paying attention to what time it is. It's after 5. CRC's going live.
Go check out our friends Anthony and Roxanne at Country Road Cure.
Yep. Chickens went on strike.
Yeah. All right. We will see y'all later. Don't forget, we go live on Our Mountain Home Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please hit that like button on your way out if you would. We'd really appreciate it. And we will see you guys Wednesday.
Thank you guys for hanging out.